Hello guys, welcome to a Garden Warfare 2 video. And today I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna make a top 5 list of my favorite characters. Just want to make some disclaimers first. Just because a character is my favorite character does not mean they're the best character in the game. Like, there are definitely characters better than my personal favorite. I don't think it'll be that hard to guess what it is. Another disclaimer is that I'm only going to include one character of each class on the list. Because if I don't, the list is going to be majority foot soldiers. So, it'll be like 4 foot soldiers and 1 pea shooter. So, yeah. Okay, with the disclaimers done, let's get to the top 5. So, my number 5 character is the Pileon Imp. I absolutely love this character. He's really good. His damage is very solid. It does like 39 if you hit both of your shots. But he's got some cons, like his ranged game is not the best. Like, you're gonna struggle to be hitting characters at mid-longish range. So, and plus, he's an imp, he only has 85 moves. But one thing I really love about this character is his mech. I think his mech is very underrated. Like, sure, it has the least HP out of all the mechs, but his abilities are pretty good. Sprint tackle can really deal with shuck shots. Like, if Corn wants to shuck shot you, which they really will do, they always do, you can sprint tackle and it will mess up their shuck shot. And plus their pylon mines, like, people don't expect pylon mines, and they'll get you a lot of free kills. Really good for putting it around the objective. Like, but that's not how you do pylon mines. You don't do that. Like, you want them around, like, choke points. Like, let's say there's a walkway to the garden. You just want to, like, place one right there. And then people won't expect it, and they just get blown to bits. So, number 5, Pileon. Great character. And number 4 is Captain Cannon. I know, he's overpowered. Like, but I liked him before when he did his 30 detonation shot and 43 direct damage, but I just can't help but love this guy. I just love how his detonation shots work. Like, his mid-range capabilities are so good. And unfortunately, he's still overpowered as he is. Like, he does 49 direct damage. Like, that's ridiculous. And his detonation shots are still pretty good, 32. But you have to be more accurate. As you can see, I'm only hitting like 24, so he requires a bit more skill to do well with. Not as abusable as he was before. Like 32 is much more reasonable than 35. That's ridiculous. But he still could use a nerf, as I said, 49 direct damage. Ridiculous. But I like that they reduced his explosion radius so it's not as huge. Plus, he's got Barrel Blast as a defensive ability to deal with characters. Ever get in trouble, just go in your Barrel Blast. I don't tend to use the parrot that much. It's a good ability if you take some damage and just need to still be in combat, but you're like at 10 HP, so you just use your parrot and go shoot at things. And his last ability, it's pretty garbage, Cannon Rodeo. Yeah, it's just crappy ability. It's only good use is like if a chomp is coming at you, and at the last second you just pop it and they eat it, and then you can just that. Like, just using your scatter cannon is pretty garbage, so you just gotta shoot, fire, shoot, fire, shoot. So yeah, number 4, Captain Cannon. Still a bit overpowered, but yeah, I can't help but love this guy. So, number 3. My 3rd favorite character is the Astronaut. I love this character. He's really something. Like, his damage, he deals 26 damage at close range. Now that's really good. And even at range, he still deals 20 damage. That's pretty good. Sorry about that. Hope that cough wasn't too loud. Yeah, he does 20 damage at long. And plus his ammo count is a bit too large in my opinion. 24 is a bit too forgiving, but his ammo is really good. And plus the scientist's abilities are really, really good. Like number one, like you got the healing station. Basically, most popular corn, BBQ corn. Yeah, you're not gonna flinch to a BBQ corn. Like they shoot you, you get your fire damage instantly healed. Plus you can still dish out the damage even at range, unlike any other scientist. Well, Palo too, but yeah, Astronaut. And plus his warp, he can get him to places he couldn't reach before. Really good ability. Ever got someone on your rear? Just bail out, put your heal bomb. If you're taking damage, non-combat, boom, back up and fighting. An Astronaut has great survivability, a good defensive and offensive ability with warp. He's a really versatile character, and really one of the best. Just an amazing character. I love this guy. So, at number 3, we got the Astronaut. At number 2, we have the only plant character on the list, and as you can see him, it's Agent P. Man, do I love this character. He is so good. Like, sure, he's got reduced health of 100. 110 if you put the HP upgrade on him. But he more than makes up for that with his DPS. His DPS will wreck you. Like, he can drop a foot soldier in less than a second. Just gotta land those headshots, though. An amazing character. Like, he can stand toe-to-toe with foot soldiers. And, well, foot soldiers usually are the bane of pea shooters if you're not using hyper. But landing headshots can be kind of a challenge if someone's moving around. Like, if you're fighting against a competent foot soldier player that jump around, go left to right, jump around, be all crazy, make it hard to land those headshots. But even if you're landing body shots at close range, his DPS is still respectable. Like, you don't always have to go for headshots. Well, at long range you do, because at long range, he deals 11 damage non-critical, and that's pretty sad. So, you definitely want to go for the headshots at long range. But at close range, as long as you're hitting your opponent, it's good enough. Even though, headshots, beautiful. There's nothing more satisfactory than killing someone in less than a second. Pea shooter's abilities, they're pretty good. Beam bombs, good for clearing out gardens. Definitely get you some kills. Pea gatling, good for dealing with mechs. Not as good as with Agent P as other pea shooters since he has reduced health. You always gotta be careful of foot soldiers and their ZPG. But the best ability that pea shooters really have to offer is hyper. You ever get into dangerous situations, you can always just hyper out of there and be really hard to hit. But when you are hypering, it's harder to land shots, so as with a splash variant, really makes it difficult. Not as powerful. Hyper plus, like, if you compare hyper with Electropy, hyper is definitely a better ability on Electropy. Not as effective with Agent P, but hyper really gets you out of those dangerous situations. So at number 2, got Agent P. And number 1, I think you know this if you just look at my profile picture. It's the default foot soldier. I love the foot soldiers, and default, it just has to be my number 1. Like, its primary weapon, it is really good. Like, you're dealing 10 at close range. Plus, you got 35 ammo, it's really good. And unlike the foot soldier counterpart, like the corns, like, sure, they got more ammo, but they really lack the maneuverability that the foot soldiers bring. Like, and plus the foot soldiers deal like 6 damage at long range. That's not bad. Well, non-critical, like 8 damage non-critical. I mean critical. That's really good. And its first ability, yeah, it's kind of sad, it's Stink Cloud. Good to get players out of their hiding spot, but its usefulness is pretty limited. Honestly, I would rather take a bigger, better butter that the corn brings over the Stink Cloud, but it can be good sometimes. But really, the staple of the foot soldier class is their rocket leap ability. Like, you can really travel distance a long way with this guy. Like just jumping there can really get you across long distance in no time. Like, no other character really has the maneuverability that Rocket Leap offers you. And plus, lastly, ZPG. This is a great ability. Like, it can definitely get you out of clutch. Like, I love when corns husk hop to me when I'm roof camping. And I just load up the ZPG and blow them to bits. It's beautiful. And also, it's good for P-Gatlings, obviously. Like, you see P-Gatling in turret mode, you just use that rocket. No, not Rocket Leap. That ZPG and blow them to bits, basically free kills. Yeah, default foot soldier is my favorite character in the game. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the list, and I hope to see what your top 5 characters are. And so, goodbye, guys. Hope to see you in the next video.